All right, let's do my top 10 most anticipated movies of the year, of next year, or, well, I guess this year because it's 2026 now. Still getting used to that. Um, I think I will state up front, most of these will be bigger Hollywood movies, like big blockbusters. Just because a lot of the smaller movies that come out, you don't really tend to know about unless you're really inside, go to film festivals or things like that. And a lot of times, if I can hear about a director making a movie that's possibly going to release this year, but because it's at a film festival, it's like it's 50-50 if it's going to release in theaters here or whatever. So I don't like to put those movies on the list just because I don't know all the time, all those, if they're even get released this year or they're going to play near me or whatever that is. So it is something I tend to, you know, think about. So all that being said, let's get into this list. Number 10 is All You Need Is Kill. This is a, so if you don't know what All You Need Is Kill, All You Need Is Kill is a novel. You know, it's been described as me as a manga, but when I bought the manga, it was actually like a novel, so it's not really a manga. I mean, in the traditional sense. But if you don't know, All You Need Is Kill is what the Tom Cruise movie Live Die Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow, whatever the fuck that movie's called, is based on. And now we're finally getting the anime adaptation of that. It's supposed to release in theaters, uh, not this Friday at the time. Well, in a couple. Well, I guess in like a couple weeks here. So it might be already playing at the time you're recording. I hope this movie plays near me, but I'm putting it on the list because I'm very excited about it. If it does not end up playing near me, I'll probably like rent it on Amazon Prime or something, or pre-order the Blu-ray, and I'll do a video on it at some point. But really hoping that one plays near me. Very much anticipating that movie. So yeah, there's that. Number 9 is Avengers Doomsday. Frankly, I don't want to deny I'm excited about this movie, but I'm putting it very low on the list just because, like, I don't really know how well this movie's going to turn out based on a lot of the Marvel stuff, and it seems to me like Marvel movies that should be easy bets are not really that great. Like, I was not a big fan of Fantastic Four. I didn't hate it. It was a good movie. I've seen it couple times, right? It's better than most Marvel movies, I guess, but it's still like, man, that's one that needed to be great, and it just wasn't. And that's the kind of way I'm feeling about Avengers so far. I mean, what the fuck was that first trailer with Captain America and having a baby? I'm like, that's it. That's the start of this whole 4 trailer nonsense. So I just can't. I'm excited, but I can't get too excited for that. So, number 8 is the new Jackass movie. When I saw this post yesterday, the time I'm recording this video, I assumed that they were just playing the original Jackass movie in theaters again for an anniversary. But no, they're playing the new, they're making another Jackass movie, which, I mean, I'm down for. I don't really have anything else to say except Jackass are just fun movies to see in the theaters. They're full of laughs. And so, anytime they do one, I'll go. I hope I can get a friend of mine to go with me or something, because they're really not fun if you don't have like a friend to go with it gets the sense of humor, because they're just really fucking funny movies. But I think they're still funny if you watch them by yourself and you're still in a crowded theater, but still. So hopefully I can get a buddy to go with me to see that one. So that's number 8. Number 7 is Shaun the Sheep 3. I forgot this movie was coming out, and then yesterday, well, I guess today, they announced that it is going to theaters via G Kids, which I'm very excited about because, if you know anything about Aardman, ever since Early Man came out in January and flopped pretty hard, they have not really released a movie in the States in theaters. I mean, in Britain and stuff, I'm sure. But, everything's just gone straight to Netflix, like Wallace and Gromit, Chicken Run 2. And it's kind of interesting that Shaun the Sheep 3 is getting a U.S. release in theaters. I'm not really sure why they didn't push for that with Wallace and Gromit, but hey, I'm down for this, you know. I think Netflix was a good home, but if we can get some of these movies at least limited release in theaters and then maybe go to streaming later, I'm cool with that. And I'm just excited to see stop motion on the big screen. Speaking of seeing stop motion back on the big screen, number 6 is Wildwood. This is Laika's new movie. I really hope this movie doesn't get delayed again. This movie, Laika has not made a movie since Missing Link, which is a movie I adore. And I love all of Laika's movies, to be honest. Except Box Trolls. I feel like Box Trolls is a little bit of a mixed bag for me. But really love their stuff. And, you know, when I saw Coraline like a couple years now back in theaters with the 3D release, they were advertising this movie. And then all of a sudden it didn't really come out in 2025 like they said. So then I watched Paranorman in 3D. They had a bigger advertisement. A lot of the animation was finished. So it seems like they're dead set on releasing it this year. I pray to God it's true, because I love this. If not, throw Box Trolls in theaters or something, or Kubo, so we can see one of those, because I love those. So hopefully this happens. But yeah, really, really, really love their stuff, so I cannot wait for that. Number 5 is Hoppers. I just like Pixar. I don't really need to say much more than that. I'm not sure how great this movie will be, but honestly, even the Pixar movies I've not been crazy about, like some people, like Elio and other things. I've still watched them multiple times and really enjoyed them. So another Pixar movie, yeah, I'm there for that. Why not? Next one on the list is not Hoppers. It is Alexandra Inarritu's new movie, Digger. I don't really know anything about this other than it's Tom Cruise not doing a big Hollywood movie. Well, big, like, blockbuster movie. Going back to some of his early days of his career, which was pretty cool. And I'm excited about this. I'll probably review A Few Good Men before this one comes out, so that'll be cool. Number 2 is a tie. Well, no, it's not a tie. I'll put He-Man here. He-Man. Listen, I'm very cautious about this movie. I feel like this has the most potential to be my Tron Ares of 2026 because, Tron Ares is just part of a franchise I love, so I was just excited. But in my heart of hearts, I knew it wasn't going to work out very well. And that's basically what I feel about this movie. Because when this movie was announced, I was like, cool, a new He-Man movie sounds awesome. Maybe they'll learn from the mistakes of the 80s one and they won't go to Earth. They'll be set in Eternia and we'll get all that stuff. But from set photos, we did see Prince Adam on Earth and shit, and I'm not really excited about that because why are you doing this? We did this before. But I've heard really good things about test screenings about this movie. So we'll see. Also, I'll put GOAT here as well. And Coyote vs. Acme as honorable mentions. Before we get into number 2. Coyote vs. Acme probably would be on the list if it weren't for He-Man. But I'm really excited about He-Man. So I kind of have to put it here. I saw the last Looney Tunes movie, Day the Earth blew up like over 5 times in the theater. 2 different theaters. So I'm excited about that. And I'm excited for GOAT. I think GOAT looks like a really fun Sony animated movie. Probably will make my best animated of the year movie, best movie of the year list. We'll see. But now let's move on to number 1, which is a tie. It is between Supergirl and Mandalorian. I really can't pick between these two. Mandalorian is something I love so much. And I just love Star Wars. But realistically, that Superman movie was so good, and that Supergirl trailer just looks great. I don't really know which one of these movies I'm going to end up liking more, but I'm both equally excited for them at this current point in time. So that's kind of my year most anticipated movies of 2026. I didn't really expect to have a year this pack for me, but this year's film slate is really, really great stuff. So let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.